horizontal menu. Now, when we're on a certain page, I want the link to be bold and also make it a black color. So what we can do is in our index page, let's go to where the home link is and just add a class of active. Alright, and then we'll go over here and we'll say nav.active. Say font weight is going to be bold, and then color is going to be black. Alright. Next we'll do the main area and the sidebar. So let's say main, and we want to float that to the left, and then width is going to be 60%. And then for the sidebar, we're going to float that to the right, set the width for 30%, background will be 666, and then let's set a margin top of 20 pixels, and then padding 10 pixels. Okay, let's save that and reload. Now you notice we have our sidebar and it's floating, but the footer is up here, which isn't what we want. The reason for that is because after we float elements, we need to then clear it or this happens. So what we can do is go right under, we have the main, then the sidebar, and right under that we'll put in a div, and I'm going to give it a class of CLR for clear, and save it. And then let's go back here and say .clr, and we just want to say clear both. We want to clear both sides. So now if we reload, you can see the footer is now down at the bottom. Alright, so now let's style the footer. We want to align it to the center. And say padding 10 pixels. Background 666. Margin top 30 pixels. Alright. So I think that's going to do it for the index page. Alright, so now what we're going to do is copy everything in the index, and let's open up the about page and paste it in. We're going to just change the title here to about, and we're going to move the class active off of the index and onto the about. Alright, and then down here let's change the heading to about, and for the text I'm just going to delete the second paragraph. Okay, the rest can pretty much stay the same, so we'll save that. And now notice when we go to about, you can see that the link is now active here. Alright, let's actually add a line height to the body because I think the words are too close together. So we'll say line height 1.5 m. Alright, or maybe 1.3. 1.4. There we go. Alright, so we have our index, about. Now for the services page, we're going to copy what we have on the about and open up services. Okay, we'll go ahead and change the title and the active link. Okay, this heading will say services, and then I'm going to get rid of this paragraph. And we're actually going to put a UL in here. Alright, and then let's give that UL an ID of services. Actually, we'll make that a class. And let's see, we'll have an LI. Inside there we'll have an H3. This will be service 1. And then let me just grab a paragraph. And then under that we'll have an A tag. and that's just going to go nowhere for now, and that'll be read more. So this would go to some kind of service page, but we're not going to create that. Alright, let's just indent that, and then we're going to copy this li, and let's paste in a couple more, and then we're just going to change this to service 2 and service 3 and service 4. Alright, so save that. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of styling to this. So let's go with the link right here. I want to kind of look like a button. So let's do dot services A, and we'll set the background, and let's set padding to 10 pixels. Okay, so that kind of makes it look like a button. Now for the list items, let's say dot services li. I want to add a border to the bottom, which will be 2 pixels, and for the color we'll do that, and then for the style, let's say dashed. Alright, and then we're just going to add 20 pixels padding to the bottom. Alright, so that looks a little better. So that's services. Now for the final page, which is the contact page, let's open that up, and let's copy what we have in, let's say, the about page. Paste that in. This will be contact, and let's see, we're going to take the active class attribute here and put that on contact, and then we'll change this, and we're going to get rid of the paragraph and just put in a simple form. It's not going to go anywhere, it's just for just the display. Alright, so let's put each field in a div. Okay, so in here we'll put a label, and input with the type of text, and we'll give it a name of name. Alright, and then let's just copy this div, and we're going to have 2 more. This next one will just be an email, and you could leave that at text, or you could use the email type. And then this one here will be message, and this one is going to be a text area. Okay, text area should have an ending tag. Alright, and then under that we'll put a submit. Let's actually make it a button. Just make sure you give it a type of submit, and we'll just say send. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to contact, and now we have this form. I do want to style it a little bit. We're going to put some BR tags after the labels, and then let's save it and go into the style sheet, and I just want to say input. I want all the inputs, and then also the text area, and we're going to set the width of those to 100% so they go across the whole element, and then padding of 5 pixels. Alright, and then just a margin on the bottom of 15 pixels. Okay, reload, and there we go, there's our form. So we now have a very simple HTML template.